All right, so today I'm up in Ottawa for one reason, and that's to check out DJI's newest enterprise drone, the Matrice 14. Now notice we have something sitting up on top of the drone here. This is AVSS's prototype parachute for this drone. As you know, they've been a great partner to the channel over the years. We've done some great things like crashing drones and showcasing their technology, allowing flight over people without the need for a waiver. So when they reached out and asked if I wanted to come and take a look at a parachute that they were developing for a brand new DJI drone, of course I said yes. So in today's video, we're gonna take our first look and first flight with the Matrice 4T, but man, it is cold out here. So I'm gonna do it from my car. Now remember, this is going to be our first look at this drone. I'm not aware of all the nuances, the specs, and the features. I was just said, hey, here's a new drone, go fly it, and here we are. So why don't we do that? Why don't we go ahead and get this drone up in the air? So it is just beside me here.
Home point updated.
The great thing about the glass
Check map
roof
to confirm.
is the ability to maintain line of sight while flying from the car. Okay, so let's hover it here. As you guys saw, there was like an insane looking camera array on the front. So I want to just get a feel for what we have here. So of course, we have this wide angle camera. Up at the top, it shows a 1.7 aperture. So it will let in a good amount of light and probably be good in low light scenarios. I'm going to turn down the sound so that it's not crazy loud. So it looks like we also have a zoom and an IR camera as well. So why don't we look over here? We'll try to go ahead and zoom in. So we'll press on the zoom button. We now have a nice 7x zoom. Let's go ahead and we'll continue to push in. The zoom is very nice. So 18x, how far can we go? 48x. This is some pretty good zoom here, 112x. So 112x zoom on that zoom camera. Of course, some of this seems to be digital zoom. There's going to be a little bit of optical and a little bit of digital zoom, but I will tell you that that was a good amount of zoom to have right there. Sweet. And then you just notice it switched back over to the wide camera in order to bring us to the 1x. So zoom is pretty good. Now, how about the IR? There's the IR. It is nice and crisp. Let's look down at the car. We are going to see a little bit of heat from the vehicle, which will be right, oh, it's right underneath of us, right there. Yep, so there's the car. Oh, look, nice and warm down there. So the IR camera definitely is nice. It looks like we have some zoom here as well. So we can zoom in with the infrared. We can zoom in a pretty good amount as well. Man, that zooms in a lot further than some of the other drones. So it looks like we do have a little bit of a more zoomed in thermal camera. So the field of view or the focal length of the thermal camera definitely is a little bit tighter than some of the other drones, which is good. I think that for what people are going to be using this drone for inspections and whatnot, also for search and rescue, a little bit of a tighter focal length for the thermal camera is good. Okay, let's go ahead. We will switch back over to the wide camera. Let's talk about this controller for a second. So this is kind of like a trimmed down version of the RC Plus. Again, I don't know the exact specs on this controller, but it definitely does resemble it from the design as well as some of the ports. I would say it's just a little bit lighter. Also, let's go and open up the back. You can still put in an extra battery in the back there if you wanted, so that backup battery. And you do have some of the different ports we're used to. So USB-A and HDMI at the top, and at the bottom, we've got micro SD and USB-C. Okay, so let's go, and why don't we fly over to this construction site? The good thing about being out here is there's absolutely nobody when flying around. This parachute is still a prototype as well, so this is not rated for flight over people yet. But this here is a spot that we were actually filming at with this drone just above this construction site. This is a pretty cool looking building. Let's go and let's say, if we wanted to look at some of the intricate details down here in the work area where all the trailers are, we'll go and we'll switch over to the zoom. We'll punch in on the right side here. Nice, yeah. You can definitely see a good amount of detail here. This is 14x. This is 28x, so there's a good amount of zoom here. It looks like the zoom camera also has an f2.8 aperture up there in the top right. Now look here on the left. We have the rangefinder, we have routes, which is probably waypoints. We have AI, smart track, and then probably cruise control here. Let's go ahead, we'll jump back to the wide camera. We'll zoom around, we'll spin over here to the left. Let's just press on AI and see what that does. Oh, look at that. So it shows the amount of people, the amount of cars, and the amount of boats in a frame. Now, it's not perfect because this is a fairly wide angle, but it actually gives us a total count. That's actually very impressive. Let's go. There actually are 2 people down there. That is crazy. So it looks at those 2 little figures down there and shows it as 2 people. That is so cool. We'll go ahead, we'll punch in. Let's actually switch over to the zoom camera. Yeah, so it gives us a much better view. So there it shows 2 cars and 3 people. I wonder where it thinks the third person is. 4 people now. So that is a fairly cool feature. I'm not going to say that this is in its final form because I'm flying the drone before it even comes out. Wait, is it? I think it's actually picking up the baby as a person. Yo, that is crazy. Okay, so the AI feature looks really cool. Let's go jump back to the wide camera. This does have what seems to be a rangefinder, which is cool. So it did have a laser rangefinder, just like, say, the H20 cameras would, or the H30 camera from DJI's M300 series, the Matrice series. So that's pretty cool. We have a laser rangefinder. Smart Track is also awesome. So let's see, do we have a car driving anywhere? Smart Track will be able to actually track onto a car and then move along with it. That is a feature that's also come over from other DJI drones. Let's try to zoom in and see if we can do Smart Track on one of these vehicles way far out here. So look at this, it's actually snowing just a little bit. So Smart Track, it'll give us options to select. Look at all the cars. Oh, that is, wait, there actually were a ton of cars over there. Wow, the AI feature actually got it right. Let's tap on that van. So tap on the van, it's gonna zoom in. Oh, it just missed focus a little bit. There it goes. So the focusing seems to be a little bit of an issue, but there it goes. It's picking up that subject, and I'll tell you, it is very defined. Like, it has it wrapped right around that van. You can tell that Smart Track has definitely been updated from previous drones. We actually have a car coming right underneath of us right now. Let's go and use Smart Track on that. So we'll go press Smart Track. We will tap on, let's see, the vehicle there. Cool. And look at that. It zooms right in and it's going to follow him. So I am not touching the controls at all. The drone is actually spinning around and zooming in to keep him in the middle of the frame. So this is not a new feature. It's been in DJI's other drones, but you can tell that it's definitely been refined and the AI is very powerful. So that's awesome. Okay, let's jump out of the Smart Track feature. We'll go back from AI. Let's see. Let's just get a feel for the actual speed of the drone now. So we'll go and we'll hit wide. The flight time seems to be pretty good. So we've got 55%. I think we took off with about 80%. Let's see. It doesn't show us our remaining flight time estimated, but I will say the flight time is pretty good from what I've seen so far. All right, let's go ahead. We'll flip into sport mode. How fast can we get this drone up? 40 miles an hour. I would say it's probably going to max out at like 45. 43. That's pretty good. I wonder if there is some settings here. We'll go into the settings. We'll go to the, let's see, parameters. Where would they be under? I know that you can choose like the gain and expo settings let's see, in sport mode. Oh, we don't even have the maximum speed turned up. So 33 meters per second is the maximum speed in sport mode. Let's spin back around, give ourselves a little bit of room here. There is nobody down there, which is good. We'll go ahead. There's a vehicle. So let's actually go this way. We'll push the drone over this empty parking lot. All right, let's see it. Sport mode. Let's see how fast we can get this thing going. That thing is moving. 40, 41, 43, 44, 45, 46. Cool. So about 46 miles an hour. Nice. Awesome. Well, hey, I have to say that for me, just jumping into this drone, it definitely feels like a nice refined experience. The drone is fairly small itself. It's a really nice combination of a small form factor and a powerful drone. It seems to be kind of like in between the M30 and the Mavic 3. So I wonder, like, are they going to do away with the Mavic 3 and M30 and just combine the drones and give us this one drone? I guess it kind of seems the way that we're going here.
All right, so that wraps up our first look at the Matrice 4T here. Listen to that. It has such a low pitch, such a low hum. It's definitely fairly quiet, quieter than DJI's other drones, which is definitely a nice touch. So in my opinion, this seems to be a really good replacement for the Mavic 3 as well as the Matrice 30. But again, this was such a preliminary first look. I almost feel like this shouldn't have even been a video, as I'm going to get my hands on this drone in the future and make much more in-depth content. But I figured if I had the opportunity to get an early look, I'd love to be able to show you guys what's on the forefront of enterprise drone technology from DJI. And this seems to be like a really good option. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Matrice 4T down below. And as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.